my name's Emily. The channel is One at a Time. Today I'm bringing you a sewing video. This is all about the things I made in April and the things I'm planning to make in May. I didn't have plans going into April other than to finish this Simplicity dress that is on the dress form right now. So let me talk about that first, and then I'll get into the things that I did get made without sharing with you the plans. So Simplicity 8165. I do not like this pattern. It is not flattering on me. I was kind of hopeful, but it just didn't work, and the instructions were terribly confusing. There is a collar on this pattern. Know that. It doesn't say anywhere that there is, but there is, and it keeps in the instructions calling it a facing. There's no way it can be a facing. It is a collar, a stand-up collar. Yuck. So after putting it on about 4 times, I tore it off and had my mom come over and give me some advice and some tips, and I ended up making this bias binding and binding the neckline and leaving some ties. I used that same fabric on the cuff. The cuff is what I was worried about because I have never done a cuff before, but it was so simple and it went together really well. Once I just finished the neck and started on the sleeve and stuff, I was like, oh, this is so much better. Anyway, it is like this, the cuff, and I like it a lot. And that part fits really well. So what I'm thinking, since I don't like this for the purpose of just wearing it as a dress, is I may make it a blouse and put a band to cut it off, put a band on it, and then put a skirt on it. I'm not sure yet, and those things are kind of rolling around in my brain as to how I can fix this so I can take it with me on the Pioneer trek. So that's the plan, and that's how I accomplished that plan. So from there, my daughter has grown several inches since the fall, well, at least 2, and she's outgrowing her clothes. So I made this for her, and she put it on one day, and I was like, honey, it shows your belly, you can't wear that. So I added a 6-inch ruffle to the bottom, and now it's a little closer to tunic length. This is scrap fabric from a shirt that I made for myself, and it turned out really well. Inspiration for that alteration was from McCall's 7424, which I have made for her before, but one of those options has a ruffle across the bottom, so that's where that came from. Then she was getting ready for performance, and she needed a new skirt for ballet as well because of her growth, and so I picked up this is hard to say. I picked up some chiffon, and I got an 18-inch strip of it to make a wrap ballet skirt. This didn't work. This was a fail. What you need to do is cut a circle skirt of some size out of the chiffon, and that's not what I did, so it didn't work. And I didn't have enough fabric to do it again, so I ended up just getting her a skirt, buying it, and she looked just like all the other little ballet girls in her performance, so it went great. She's been wearing a black leotard for class, which is acceptable in her ballet school, but they requested for performance that she have a short sleeve black leotard for one of her numbers, so ta-da, long sleeve to short sleeve. That's what I did, and that's kind of how the month went, and I was still discouraged about the simplicity, and so thank you for your suggestions. I will be sharing a video about the dress that I'm currently wearing. You just get a sneak peek of it today, and this is a pattern mashup. I think I called it marrying patterns together, and someone requested that I show how that's done, so that video will be coming. I love this dress. This is wonderful. And the dress that I did for my day and night challenge that I did that, my black dress, I love that dress too and have worn it several times. So more information about that pattern mashup, as I've learned the proper term is, or the slang term, or I don't know, it's a pattern marriage, pattern mashup, will be coming on the channel a little bit later this month. Okay, so for May, let's talk about May, what I'm planning to do. This whole making a Pioneer dress for myself is still rolling around in my head, and something I will be thinking about. I went to my mother's. She literally has boxes and boxes of patterns, which is such a wonderful resource, and I love it. And she is completely like, come and look at my patterns. So I did, and I found an old McCall's costume pattern. It's 3669. I will insert a picture, of course. And this has a waistband in it, and so I think this will be a better pick for a dress for me. I'm going to have to play with the sleeve a little bit, but I'm also wondering if this will help me refashion this make here on the dress board. The other thing that I want to do is the apron and the bonnet, so I can finish the costume for my daughter, which you saw last month, the dress that I made for her that she just loves. She's been asking to wear it, and I'm like, honey, it really is a costume. It's too retro, honey. But anyway, that is on my mind, and that's something that I will be working for. I already have some fabric for my daughter's apron and bonnet, so I hope to get that done this month. My other daughter, I'm using this McCall's 7424 once again for her. It is such a wonderful pattern with all kinds of options. I have cut it out so that I will be putting the ruffle on the bottom and on the sleeve. This is, again, I'm using up some scraps, some stash, and this is such a wonderful fabric line, and it's so comfortable, and she's loved the shirts I've made from it already. So I'm making that again for her. It is also graduation time here, and so I'll be making graduation gifts. And if you've been watching my channel since last year, you'll know that I make laundry bags. So I'm making more laundry bags. This is one that my mother made for me in when I went to college, and that's what these are all fashioned out of, only I make them with denim. So I'll be making about a dozen of these as well in May. So check back again at the end of May, first part of June, and I will report about how I did and tell you what I'm planning for June. Well, follow me on Instagram at sew one at a time, and you'll see some kind of updates along the way about what I am up to, and I try to keep it to my sewing, but this month I didn't, and you got to see some things about my farming. So check that out. Follow me there. You can like this video, leave a comment, and you're always welcome to subscribe. It's free, and it just lets you know that you are part of the community, and you'll be notified of when I have a new video out. I try for once a week, so stay tuned for the next video next week. Till next time, I hope you're all sewing up a storm. Bye-bye.